And weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side.
Armchair Quarterbacks Radio covers the whole SEC the whole season long.
Dobbs heaves it. They're bunched up in the end zone. It's tipped up. It's caught. It is caught. Jawan Jennings.
Just the start of things. First quarter at the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville as Walker sneaks to the right. Gets outside. The 35. Look out. He's past midfield and he's got a blocker. Cuts to the inside. Herschel Walker. There he goes again.
Straight up the middle. Touchdown. Delayed reaction, but Tebow got in. Oh, jump pass. How about that? Oh, my gosh. That looks like 1955. Holy cow. Are you kidding me?
Armchair.
SEC!
Don't go away, monkey junkies.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Armchair.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Is that Shakespeare?
Nope, it's Geico.
Yeah. That's Shakespeare from one of his unpublished works. Oh, it be not for awakening. Nay, giveth thou the berries. For 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
No, it's from Geico, because they help save people money.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but Geico got it from Shakespeare.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Hey, sports fans, football season is here, and it's time to get in on the action. MyBookie.ag has more odds and props than anyone else in the industry. Using MyBookie is simple. Just pick your team, select your odds, and collect your cash. MyBookie.ag has proven to be the most exciting online experience for all sports fans. With the fastest payouts in the industry, there's no other choice than MyBookie.ag. Get in on the action today. Visit MyBookie.ag today.
Dread running to the post office? Stamps.com brings post office and UPS services right to your computer. Send letters, ship packages, and get up to 40% off USPS and up to 62% off UPS rates. Nearly 1 million small businesses use Stamps.com to save time and money. It's a no-brainer. So skip the post office and visit Stamps.com. Use promo code LISTEN for a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. That's Stamps.com, promo code LISTEN.
I'm Amy Lawrence, and I'm up late, always, after hours, hanging out with you on CBS Sports Radio. Check it out, 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific.
You're not sick tonight, are you? Good. Your tongue's going to be hanging out. Tell him to throw up on his own time.
I took my shot. I didn't mean to hurt you. Something stupid and something painful. At least I know my word would not be in my disorient.
Good morning. On a different time. I know we keep moving this damn show around. I'm sure everyone's like, the hell's going on here? So our first show is Thursday morning at 10. We do this one at, we come on about 9:40 on a Monday. That's a real easy time to remember, right, Timus? Anyways, long story short, we've got a doctor's appointment. We wanted to get the show in this morning, and it's how we got to get this done. Typically, Mondays, 10 a.m. Eastern, starting next week, we think. If not, just subscribe to our channel, and you'll get notified when you get when we go live. Mr. Timus, Sergeant Timus, how the hell are you this morning, sir? I think I know the answer.
After that, I am doing an absolute wonderful Monday morning. We swept the Yankees and Yankee Stadium. It's a good day to be a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, the first time in 10 years. That is hard to believe. You'd think it would happen.
Really?
I mean, just by the law of averages, you'd think you'd catch a team on, playing bad baseball, which the Yankees are doing right now, or like an injury or something. I guess it's not that crazy to think it's been that long. The Yankees are consistently one of the better teams in Major League Baseball, and beating them in the Bronx is difficult, as we all know. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I would have lost a lot of money if you would have told me that either team would sweep each other on this weekend. I mean, it is absolutely insane that especially considering the fact. Now, I know that the Yankees are missing out on some of their top pitchers right now, but for all intents and purposes, it was a fairly healthy team this weekend, and having to put King out there on the hill on Friday is, but Herman pitched a good game yesterday. By the way, that was a garbage called third strike to end the ninth inning. I mean, absolutely garbage. I know you're going to defend it, but that was trash.
No, it was a ball. It was a ball. That was not. It never was a strike from the time it left his hand to the time he hit the glove. I don't think it was 4 inches to the plate. That was a ball. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I hate it? Because it fell our way.
Look at it.
If I was a Yankee fan, I would have drop kicked my television into the yard.
Oh. The
big moment too. A lot was riding on that, and he took the pitch he was supposed to take. He didn't swing at something outside, and it cost him. It's unfortunate. You never want the umpires to have a say in how the game goes, but that was a bad call. That was a really bad call. It went our way, so I was able to sleep, but
so Angelo, who will be joining us in the very near future, he's our resident Yankee fan. And so people haven't joined the show. Timus is a Red Sox fan. I pull for the Rays, and Angelo is a diehard Yankees fan as well. I was getting some messages from him last night during that game. I don't know if alcohol was involved. He was not a happy camper. I'll just put it that way. I mean, he was just absolutely. I'm gonna pull up the. Sorry, I'm trying to do 6 things at once. That damn intern never shows up for work. I'm gonna pull up some of the. Well, it's via Twitter, but it's in my inbox. It's not something you can actually see. Give me 1 second here, because he was absolutely just livid. And I mean livid with the freaking calls last night, which I couldn't blame him. Sometimes I'm like, you homer, you're seeing it through your team's color glasses, whoever the person is. I'm not picking on him per se. Normally I'm like, whatever, you jackass, and then if it's my team, I'm like, this is crap. But I will say this. I'm watching this, and I knew he had to have been watching. He didn't start tweeting until towards the end of the game, which is usually when the fun juice starts flowing. I don't know what his drink of choice is, but I can always tell when it's hitting the fan, so to speak, right? But he hits me with the. Let me pull up the messages from. How can I clean this up? Okay, we'll just put it this way. This is immediately after that pitch. We're just talking about the cleanest thing I can say is, what are these umpires doing? But the sentence is this long. And then I asked him, which will be one of the first things we'll ask him when he comes onto the show. I was like, do you think that Brett Boone might be on the hot seat?
Aaron Boone?
I'm sorry, Aaron Boone. God bless. There's too many of them. Is it Daniel Boone?
It's Daniel Boone.
He might as well be Daniel Boone if he loses another series of the Red Sox. He said that he doesn't think yet, but I think we'll spend big money and get some players at the deadline, and that might be true. That's the cleanest stuff I can tell you that he sent me, because
by
the way, he sent me you're gonna laugh about this. I don't know if he was on DraftKings. He was on something that he bet on the Braves Friday night against the Dodgers. And one of our best pitchers just craps the bed, is out by the 4th inning. And these emojis that are sent to me, basically, and I really can't even tell you. This one's so dirty, I can't even tell you what the context is. But basically said, I lost $200 because of Anderson. That's basically what he said. I was just like, yeah, that didn't. And then I jabbed him back. I said, well, at least you didn't start Mike King. This was during the Red Sox tearing up the Yankees, and then I get some really ugly responses to that. So there you go. But So Timus, you're not alone. You're not the only one that I like to poke at.
I thought I was special this whole time.
But here's the crazy thing. Okay, maybe they will spend big at the deadline. But after that sweep, so Tampa Bay kept winning. They won 2 of 3 this weekend in Texas. Rays and Red Sox have won 7 of their last 10. Toronto's won 6 of their last 10. Dude, the Yankees better get it going. They're 6.5 out of first place, and they've got 2 teams in front of them. Well, 3 if you count the leader in Tampa. They're in 4th place in this. The only team they're doing better is the Baltimore Orioles, and the bad news Bears are better than the Baltimore Orioles in most years. So you cannot be feeling good if you're a Yankees fan this morning.
No, and I saw a statistic that blew my mind about the Yankees. They are 5th from the bottom in runs scored. The New York Yankees are 5th from the bottom in baseball, not the American League, in baseball with runs scored. I don't know if I've ever heard that before because they always.
And it doesn't make sense. This is basically the same offense from the past 2 years that's been ripping the cover off the ball. Now, did I think the Yankees have flaws coming into the season? Yes. And in my preseason prediction, I picked the Rays to win this division, even though the Rays had lost Snell and even though the Rays had lost Morton. And to be honest with you, losing Hunter Renfroe wasn't my favorite thing in the world either. But I thought the Yankees' biggest issue was their starting pitching. They should be scoring runs, team. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they're all the players are saying what they're supposed to be saying, and Boone is saying what he's supposed to be saying. They're all, well, I'm not worried. We're gonna do it. We'll come out of it.
He's not worried because George Steinbrenner doesn't run the Yankees anymore. That's why he's not worried.
Right. But here's the thing. When are you going to get it going? If you're a Yankee fan, you are genuinely concerned now. And I said before this series, this was going to be a tattletale about these 2 teams. Did I think we were going to sweep? No. I was hoping to go in and take the series. We got 2 out of 3. I would have been happy as I could possibly be. But we outplayed them. We outpitched them. We had better defense. Way more timely hitting. And our bullpen, which the Yankees is strong. I think their strongest thing is their bullpen. Our bullpen was better this series. Is it better?
I agree. I mean, it's insane.
The Red Sox bullpen better than the Yankees bullpen. I think it was in this series, though, when it counts, when we're playing them. And I mean, we really showed the holes in the Yankees organization. I mean, I'm stunned we swept them, but it's wonderful, obviously. But I don't know, man.
All right. Let's go game by game. We won't talk much about the Rays this week because, we played Texas, and I mean, what the hell is there to talk about with that? But Yankees versus Red Sox, and you're looking at, okay, game 1. Okay, let's go into game 1 Friday night, and you end up King got the loss, like I was just joking about. 5 innings, 4 earned runs. That's still not terrible, though. That's still not terrible because considering that it's Boston and considering it's in Yankee Stadium, you got to expect your starting pitcher to, if you want a quality start, 6 innings, 3 runs is the definition of a quality start, but 5 1/3 and 4 is not terrible. Evaldi was amazing. 6 and 1 earned run, pitching really well this year. 3.78 ERA now. I mean, I joke about King, but King's only got a 3.62 ERA. It's not like he's pitching terribly. But the wheels came off in that what was it? Well, first of all, the first inning, they jump out in front 3-0. And then the wheels really came off in the sixth inning when they ended up. So now they're down 5-0. They scored 2 at the bottom of the sixth and then weren't able to play any more runs. But 5-0 against the Red Sox, and that bullpen's pitching really well. That's an insurmountable lead. The offense didn't get anything going. I mean, DJ LeMahieu's hitting 259. This is a guy who's been averaging like 320 plus over the last few years. Stanton, 260. The only thing you're happy about with Stanton is he's actually playing. Judge is still hitting well when he plays, 294. Torres is starting to hit well. But, dude, Rodney Odor is your second baseman. He's starting for your team. I know he's a spark plug and all that stuff. He's hitting 182, and he's playing for the Bronx Bombers. He's hitting 182. Frazier is hitting 179. This is the problem with their offense. At the bottom, it's garbage. So they have to get all their runs at the very top of the – because you've got – listen to these batting averages, Teamus, 6, 7, 8, 9. 182, 179, 198, and 192. Not a damn one of them's hitting the Mendoza line.
Yeah, that ain't going to get it done in any league, especially the AL East.
I just think they really shouldn't have re-signed Gardner. I think that was a mistake, but that was one of those lifetime achievement award type things. You know, he's a good plug off the bench, but you don't want him starting regularly. The Red Sox, if you look at them, though, from top to bottom, they get pretty good offensive production. And that's what you have to do to be able to score, is because you can't have a 4-player chunk where you're like, well, those are automatic outs, because you're just never going to get anything going.
The difference I saw as well, but we're talking strictly lineups, between what the Red Sox did and what the Yankees were trying to do, was the Red Sox aren't afraid to hit a single now and again, or try to put one in the gap with somebody on base. The Yankees
How they won the 2018 World Series, and I've been preaching this since they've done it. Actually, before it. But all this launch angle crap that you keep seeing, right? The Red Sox won in 2018, and they're playing really well here in 2021. I don't know if this team's good enough to make it the distance, but I'll tell you this. When you're not swinging for the fence and you're not trying to hit home runs and you're putting the ball in play, you're putting pressure on the opposing defense. Good things
you're running
happen.
Up that pitch.
Yeah.
You know, all these tangibles.
Happen. Right.
Yeah.
Good things happen. You're making teams play defense. They don't even play defense anymore. The way everyone's shifting, which they need to, I can't tell you how many times I've screamed this from the rooftops. They need to outlaw the shift, because teams don't shift. I mean, don't play straight up defense anymore. So they're shifting, and the Red Sox are hitting it where they ain't. And that's smart baseball. But because of where we're at today, even if you do play honest defense, when was the last time you saw highlights of great defensive plays up the middle by your second baseman and shortstop? It's been years.
Yeah.
All the highlights they show now on like quick pitch and all that stuff is just home runs and strikeouts and guys getting thrown out because they don't know how to run the bases. And I mean, it's absurd. But yeah, so game one, that was pretty much the Evaldi machine. And of course, Barnes comes in and slams the door. Okay. Game two, the wheels come off in the 8th inning when the Red Sox score 4. Now the Yankees were in that all game long. In fact, they were leading 2-0, and then the Red Sox get the 3-2 lead going into the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees tie it up, and then top of the 8th is when it really came off. Green, I don't know what the hell happened to Green that day, but 4 earned runs, 2 1/3. And James Tyon's been a bust, but he actually pitched decent that night.
And we were like, a good sign for the Red Sox is we had a couple of batters that were 0 for, the season based. It feels like, 0 for 24. Kiki Hernandez was 0 for, May. And he comes up with it. You're starting to see guys that were in a major slump. starting to make contact again, starting to get moving. And, you know, you add that behind Devers, Martinez, Bogarts is tearing the cover off the ball. You know, where that lineup is, it's not fun for opposing pitchers right now. I mean, we had some players, like I said, that were really, really slumping, but they seem to be coming out of it now. And they're not afraid to go opposite field to move the runner. That's what we did last night. We played small ball to get that the lead run.
I'll tell you what, Rafael Devers is really starting to heat up as well.
Yeah,
I think
he hit one to hand it yet.
Yeah, and that kid, when he's hot, that's the reason why I've got him on our screen. At least I think that's Rafael Devers.
That is, yes.
I don't know the Red Sox as well as I should by face, but I'm pretty sure that's Rafael.
That's rough. Yeah,
it is. I'm joking. Well, it's confusing because normally I'm seeing Rafael Devers getting struck out by the Rays. So it's hard to, I don't really recognize when he's getting a base hit.
Couldn't let that one go by, huh? I see.
Never. But that offense is going. I'll tell you what, I think Santana I think he will get going. I know he's not hitting very well right now, but Danny Santana, for Red Sox fans or just AL East fans that aren't familiar with him because he played in Texas for so long, the guy gets on base and he's a utility knife. You can put him at second. He started at second baseman. You can put him in the outfield. And in a pinch, he can also play short and third. For those of us that play fantasy baseball, we love Danny Santana because you can slide him into any slot, and you only have to use one person. But in real baseball, I think he'll get going. I'm not concerned with him. He's going to get good pitches to hit with Verdugo and Bogarts and Devers and Renfroe running down the line, and then let's not forget JD Martinez. So it's going to be. The Red Sox are going to score. It's why I thought they were a scary pick this year. A lot of people had them like last in the league. Like, they're not going to be worse than the freaking Orioles. Like the Orioles are just technically a Major League Baseball team at this point. Last night's game, though, the garbage surge strike, but still they made good with it because not only did they take it to the 10th inning and score, they scored 2, and it put the pressure on the Yankees now the Yankees did get one run back, and they had something going, and they just couldn't get it to come through. But the point is the Yankees put pressure on them. They're not coming through with the big hits. And it's absurd. You look at the lineup from last night, it is embarrassing that this is the Bronx Bombers. They got Gary Sanchez hitting 5th. That dude stinks. You can't put him at 5th. He's hitting 210 on the season.
Yeah, but what other option do they have? I mean, you just said there was 3 or 4 guys that aren't even hitting 200. What do you mean? Who's Boone supposed to put 5th?
All right, here's the biggest damn problem that I see. You have to waste a designated hitter with Judge because he can't stay healthy, so you're trying to keep his bat in the lineup, right? But Judge should be playing right field, and Judge would have been getting what I call generational kind of money if he could have just ever had stayed healthy. And I believe he's a free agent this year, and I think he'll re-sign with New York. I think it'll be a short-term deal because I think if he's smart, he's going to try to get healthy. But here's the problem with the Yankees' biggest threats, Judge and Stanton. You got Judge playing DH because you want his bat in the lineup, but you don't want him to be out there in the field because you're afraid he's going to get a lower back tightness or whatever the hell he gets. Whatever he gets that a 26-year-old shouldn't get, right? And Giancarlo Stanton was nowhere to be found last night because they were giving him a night off. They're about to get swept by the Red Sox, and Giancarlo Stanton's not in the damn lineup because Boone's over there playing. Oh, we got to handle him with care. Who Can I ask you, do the Yankees play today? The answer's nobody. Why the hell wasn't Stanton in the damn lineup? The answer's nobody. There's 3 games today, Boston and Miami, and then 2 games we don't give a crap about. But there's 3 games of Major League Baseball today. Anyways, end rant. But what the hell is he not doing in the lineup?
No, I don't have an answer. I'm not sure Boone has a good answer. Besides, I couldn't take my white gloves off.
$125 million contract, and that guy's not in the lineup against the damn Red Sox. And I don't even care. I'm a Rays fan, but I'm like, this is stupid. That's all I kept thinking last time I was watching. He was like, why the hell is he in the lineup? Is he hurt again? What the hell is this? No, it's just maintenance. Maintenance would be tomorrow when you're off. Be a man. Get out there. Babe Ruth and
you go up to your man. Hey, man, we can't get swept at our home field. Put me in. I'll make something happen.
Babe Ruth or Mickey Mouse.
And then if he doesn't,
we're going to give you an off day.
Yeah, don't hit a home run with one arm because you're not taking me out of the lineup. He's like, I still have 2 arms. I just can't use but one of them.
Hey, Jeter, Sunday Night Baseball. We're going to give you an off day for maintenance. Can you imagine?
He would have slapped Joe Torre in the.
Well, that's the point. Joe Torre wouldn't have done it. This is Boone.
No, Joe Torre would have never done that. And
they need to get rid of Boone. Either. I've been saying that for a year now. Boone's ass needs to get gone. He sucks.
He's not going anywhere.
He's an analytical doofus, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He got outmanaged this entire series, and he gets outmanaged by Kevin Cash. Hell, he'd probably get outmanaged by you and I. We could probably put together a better Yankee lineup and a better Yankee 162-game season than this knucklehead. I didn't mind him as a broadcaster. Take your ass back up to the booth, dude. Get rid of A-Rod. You take your ass back up to the booth. Fire A-Rod's ass. We already got rid of Mendoza, hopefully. She's out there doing the College World Series for the women. I'm hoping that's where she stays, even after the series ends. I hope she gets out there and just gets ready for next year. But it's ridiculous. We're coming up at the end of time. The Red Sox, Pivetta versus Lopez today. What you got and what's your walk-off?
I really feel like it's a makeup game, and I always get worried if, or all players are like, oh, we're supposed to have the day off, and where are they at mentally?
Right.
I'm not worried about today because we just swept the Yankees, and it's in their home. It's in Boston. So I think we're going to go out, play the game, and it's not that hard to beat the Marlins, So I think we get one today and move on the rest of the week.
Pablo Lopez, by the way, very, very good pitcher for the Marlins, but I would think the Red Sox would win because Pavetta's on the mound and the Marlins offense is junk. But Lopez, just be prepared for a low scoring battle would be my thing. My walk-off for you.
My walk-off?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is happy D-Day, all you World War II veterans. God bless you. 77 years ago, you guys kept us all from speaking German. So God bless you guys. If there's any of you still around.
And now we got people at the top that are trying to get us back there. Well, actually, they're trying to get us to speak a mix of Russian and Chinese. So this week, Yankees are starting off with at Minnesota. You got to get some W's there. Minnesota's a bad team this year. They are, and the Yankees always beat the Twins. You got to get some W's there. The Rays are at home against Washington. Washington's been struggling. Glasnow's on the mound tomorrow. Let's get it rolling. Let's keep up with the W's because evidently the Red Sox aren't going anywhere. And my walk-off, like to echo the same thing that you just said about the 77th anniversary. Obviously, it was yesterday, but we weren't on the air yesterday of D-Day. I don't think it gets enough love until it hits like 2 years ago was the 75th mark. Everyone, stops what they're doing. But for someone who had 2 grandfathers that fought in that war, it's always meant a lot to me. And Timus, we would like to thank you for your service. I know you weren't there in 1944, although you kind of look like you might have been. But
Feel
yeah,
like it pretty much every morning too.
we're losing the greatest generation every day as we speak. So if you do run into someone by some dumb luck that that fought in that war that's still with us, make sure to buy them a beer, shake their hand, do something. You know, it's
Yes, sir.
all right, brother. We will see y'all next Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern at our normal time with Red Sox, Yankees, and Rays. And it depends on his schedule. Angelo's either starting with us next Monday. If not, he'll definitely be with us the Monday after because he's a school teacher and he's stuck in school. He's probably cussing any child in his class right now that has a Red Sox hat on. All right. We will see y'all next week, and hopefully have some kind of a soundtrack for this. I can't find anything that they wouldn't kill us on YouTube for not having the rights to. So, Timus, I need you to write a song within the next 6 days. All right, brother.
Got it. All right. See you next week, buddy.
It's not my problem.